spirit always start with me. Can take a step back.
So what is the arm moving?
Because I asked for our arms to be moved.
Oh, I see.
Not necessarily in a comfortable way.
Sounds like contrariness again.
What I'll do, if he can, I don't know if he can't, he may not be able to move everyone, but I'll move. Yeah, you can feel, hopefully, that I'm not. You get used to that. Yeah, you get used to it eventually. You can hopefully feel it's not me, because I'm hardly touching you.
Yeah.
Did he do what you asked for?
Yeah.
But Patrick is an, well, let's just call him a visitor to the hotel. He's somebody that would have spent many a day sitting on a bar stool, drinking.
So do ghosts move like a normal body, or could it be like an arm over there?
Oh yeah, they can move. They could move everyone if they chose to do so. It's more to do. I'm sure you'll both. We can once, and then we can both go to A&E, which isn't that far away apparently.
That's right, drink the cellar, we can soon relocate it between us, can't
But yeah, spirit could move everyone if they chose to do so, but it depends on how much you ask, how much you want to be moved. If you don't want to be moved, you won't be moved. If you don't ask to be moved, you won't be moved.
Oh, God.
It's you.
He knows you're Irish.
Clearly. Very drinking buddy.
What's your name? Paul. I'd just like to know who I'm about to touch. Well, actually, it's not me touching you, it's you, but there we go.
Sorry.
There's another spirit standing in the tunnel looking at
Are
us.
you moving that?
Relax. Ask in your head which way you'd like your arm to be moved. Don't say it out loud, then no one can know what you asked for. And if you hear a voice above you, especially that side of the room, there's a hole up in the ceiling that goes into the estate, to the newsagents.
Is that about you, though?
So
Must be the Irish, isn't it?
Have you ever caught any on camera?
So, yeah, we've got loads of weird and wonderful stuff on camera. We've got footprints. Yeah, even though that was a mistake, oddly enough. That was down in Weymouth. And somebody asked for, can we hear your footprints? When what they meant is, can we hear your footsteps? But nevertheless, a wet footprint turned up on the floor, about size 7. Which was different. Patrick, do what you asked.
Yeah, he did.
I bet you're glad you stood next to me now, aren't you?
It's nice you two. Maybe it's the skull.
Maybe.
reassurance.
What's your name?
Orla.
Orla's just volunteered spirit. Don't know why I did that. Come on, spirit. Give her a gentle push or pull or move her hands. Stop playing with the scarf.
Nice scarf, I don't mind.
So I come to play with your face. Stab you in it.
Sorry.
Stab you in the eye.
Say hello.
You know that form you signed earlier?
Yeah, it's going to be her nails. You scratch him, don't leave marks, but I can see.
Get me in trouble.
Don't worry, I'm filming it. I don't know if that's such a good thing or a bad thing. But Channel Spirit, try and give someone a push or a pull. What can activate to me? Just smack yourself in the face. Yeah. You need to ask Spirit to do stuff to you. He won't do it if you don't ask.
Touch my nose. Thank you, Patrick. And can you touch anybody else?
Yes.
Pull on the scarf.
We'll just do this. Now we have had girls' earrings fall out on them. You know, earrings generally don't just fall out. You know. Not generally, no. I mean, depending on which type of earrings you have. But yeah, that was quite weird.
So in the hotel, have there been, were there like normal deaths?
What would you call normal?
Like, I'm getting
Like,
sure.
yeah, I mean, there have been a few murders, there have been a few suicides, there have been a few people just went to sleep, didn't wake up. That's what I would call normal. There's been a fire here, lots of children died in there. And that, well, at that time the entrance was in a different part of the hotel. It was down by room 11.
Right.
That end of the hotel, whereas now it's this end. And that's when it was called the White Lion.
Yeah, see, I don't know the history about
Why
this.
is it changed name?
Because of the fire. It wasn't good business. Because this was a coaching inn at one time. Where you came in, that was a road, if you like.
Yes.
And the stable block was used, well, where the shopping centre is now, that is where the stable block was. It was a big stable block as well. But yeah, this was probably the most important hotel in Colchester in its heyday.
But they didn't really radically think of a new name, did they?
No.
They went from White Line to Red Line.
Yeah, didn't really go, but then
Go all
again,
out there,
yeah,
wasn't it?
but marketing was
Yeah.
different in those days.
I suppose people wouldn't have known.
Well, it was just a case of having a different name because everyone knew there was a fire at the White Lion. Everyone probably in Essex knew there was a fire. So it was a case of just change the name to get the business back. So someone just thought, well, why not? Let's just call it Red.
Can you make any sounds at all, Patrick? Make a noise.
Well, try and let him off one of those soda things. Because that freaked everybody out last time. Including one of the staff who was with us because they haven't worked for 30 years. I'm feeling itchy.
In my nose.
Yeah, that's a,
I look on my legs.
yeah. It's what I would call a normal sensation. To feel itchy is relatively normal.
Like pins and needles in my
It's like
foot.
pins and needles in my leg.
As long as you use your own hand, you can.
You're married, it's alright. Patrick, can you make all of our arms move?
should feel like what I call a tingling sensation. It may not feel like movement at first, it just feel like a tingling. But try not to fight it because spirit will give up. But yeah, it's about, I would say, 6 foot roughly in height, quite a reasonably thinnish, well, similar to me I suppose in build. Full but tidy beard, if you like. Is your hand being lifted slowly? It should feel just weightless. Or like you're holding on to plastic or porcelain or something. But if you were one of you, not both of you, but one of you who asked for your hands to be moved in a certain way, asking the head who's likely to do it. It doesn't ache either, does it? Holding your hands out.
Surprising.
Yeah, well, you're not holding your hands out, he is. Hold your belly.
Can you try and make a noise around the back here? You've only got little arms, Patrick.
Standing next to the tallest person in the room.
So that's the joke of it.
Can you make anyone else's arms move?
You won't fall.
Get your work out, Hannah.
Yeah, what did you do? Well.
You can see someone else here.
Yeah, he's a spirit I've seen many times. His name's Michael. He's a drayman, so he would have been the person who carried the beer in. But he fell and broke his back. Tripped and fell. It was his own silly fault, if you like. But yeah, the drayman is from, I'm going to say, the 1870s sort of period. He's never actually said that his name's Michael. But he's a fun sort of spirit. He just sits on it. He's sitting on a little stool giggling. Like scheming giggling. Very hands-on.
And how many ghosts have you seen down in the facility?
Oh, I don't know. Every time I come here, there's someone different.
Oh, right.
They just come and go.
They come and go freely, if you like. They may not be related to the hotel. Some of them are just passing, if you like. They're just on their way somewhere else and just pop in, if you like.
And there's some that are regular.
There are regulars that are, I wouldn't say that they're not stuck here, but they like it here, so they stay here. Like Michael, this was his cellar, if you like. There's a couple of other spirits that I haven't seen for a while, but anyway. And we often, upstairs in the bar, there's an old manager that wanders around and sort of bangs tables and stuff like that. There's kids that run around tables as well, but usually only other kids see them, which freaks their parents out. And if you happen to stay in room 10 during the week, sometimes, well, most people don't stay in there long. They check in, they go to their room, then they go back down to reception, they can have another room, please. They often hear stuff and see stuff. Guess which room I'm staying in tonight?
Can you move Paula and Paul's hand up and down?
Not with our hands, that's duty. But yeah, there's a monk that sits by the bar, which sometimes people see when they're not expecting. They walk through the restaurant and the bar, and they just come across, they just see a monk sitting at the end, and it just freaks them out a minute. So
Are
someone
we
may...
doing a little dance?
Well, you are. Come on, Spirit. Try and move. It is very nice. And it was warm as well. I wasn't expecting it to be warm.
Yeah, he's just so much nicer. It's fluffy, isn't it?
So when he's doing it like...
The circles mean energy, like moving energy or pushing energy. As it turns out, it's pushing energy into their hands so to use it. A bit early to be yawning, isn't it?
She's got a new baby. Yeah, it's late for me, it's 9 o'clock.
Oh, I don't want to touch the floor, Spirit. Thank you. No, I really don't.
You want it.
Why? I'm being uncomfortable.
I'm losing my balance. Yeah, touch the floor. Thank you, brilliant. We'll touch the floor. That's fantastic. You can always tell my groups, because my groups come back with one mark on their knee. What the hell are they doing up there? Moving the furniture? Oh, right in here.
Have to get down in there.
You won't get up again, remember?
Yeah, that's right. That's right, again. It's just getting up to the problem that starts.
It's an age thing. Does Michael ever make contact?
Yeah, sometimes he does, but he sort of, if there's another spirit, he'll let them do what they're doing. He won't interfere, if you like. He'll only step in when no one else will. But he does one thing to people. The floor. Last time we were here, there was, I don't know, most of the group was stuck to the floor and could not get back up. It was hilarious to listen to because you couldn't see anything on the camera because no one was there. But yeah, I have had people down here with their face being pushed around the floor for a bit. And then at the time they were going, ow, 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 ow. When they left the cellar, they didn't have a mark on them.
How funny.
Which is unlikely that you could push anything across this concrete floor without being, well, some sort of scar or bleeding or whatever. People scream for now.
You said if you feel sick, so
You feeling sick?
No, I don't feel
Alright,
sick.
okay.
I just wondered, sorry, you said
Just
feel
not
sick
normal.
to tell you.
Yeah, no, it's not a good sign, if you like. It means spirit have stepped too close to you. So you need to, like, well, I need to separate you and the spirit, if you like, because it'll only get worse.
Right.
But the spirit doesn't necessarily know what they're doing, if you like. They don't know that they're making you ill. They just think they're interacting. Alright.
Yeah, no, fine. Just stretch my legs.
Alright, I just wondered. Talking about feeling sick.
Leaning
You're leaning
forward.
forwards.
Yeah, I'll take a step back.
Yeah, do let me know, because I'd like to move out the way.
Patrick, didn't he like Thor and Paul?
don't know which he prefers
Yeah,
most, if you
yeah.
like. Because this is Paul's arm we're stroking.
Found a friend.
Yeah. What, Patrick?
What did you do last night? Well, it's in the cellar.
Getting struck by function.
That sounds wrong. It's still recorded.
Notice he's picked the paddies out. It's funny actually.
It is. It's quite strange, but
I'm touching his hand, sorry.
it could be worse.
Is Patrick Irish?
Yeah.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, he is what I call proper Irish. He's a proper drinker as well. And he's from, well, he's from the 1890s sort of period, because he's well dressed. I mean, he wasn't short of a few quid, if you like, but at the same time he spent most of it at the bar. But yeah, he says he was a trader, but I don't really know what type of trader. He hasn't really said. He could have been just, well,
Smuggler.
a smuggler, yeah. He could have been, or he could have been, you know, someone who
A
did,
banker.
or a poacher.
Yeah. She was right there, didn't
He said life was good, so. And he passed away. He didn't have some gruesome end. He just passed away. I don't know why we're stroking your shoulder either, but there we go.
Is it you again?
It's my hand this time, which makes it worse. Come on, Spirit. Try and move somebody. Try and sway someone or push someone.
That's a really itchy face.
That is actually a good sign.
How? Could be worse, you could have an itchy something else. Well, it's powder and awkward.
Yeah, you're holding her hand.
Yeah, I'm rather
I have had people pull their trousers up and other people's trousers up with like this before. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
Just hope not doing
Oh yeah,
That's a Christmas tree.
it
by the
is.
way,
Yeah,
behind
it's a bauble.
us.
Yeah, I
And I keep,
can see one or two.
yeah.
And behind you on the shelfie thing is a box of party poppers,
Oh.
obviously, because everyone keeps their party poppers in the cellar.
They do in pubs, funny enough.
Yeah, they do. They keep all sorts of tat in the
That's
cellar.
where you dump liquor.
Yeah.
Storage space.
Yeah. Well, there's a Christmas tree over there next to
Yeah,
me.
there's a Christmas tree behind me. It's not just baubles. Bits of.
One time there was a bike down here as well. Why, I don't know. Spirit, try and push someone, please. All is volunteered.
All wants to be touched.
Is that you shaking or me shaking?
I've got pins and needles.
Right.
It's shaking itself.
No, it didn't feel like my shake, that's all. It just felt like a different shake. Yeah, and the voices you can hear on the high street, I presume. They're loud. It's Colchester after all. I haven't seen anyone dressed up yet, which is a surprise.
They're dancing again.
It's more like yoga, only the painful version.
When you see the ghosts, how do they appear? Is it like an outline or?
They, well,
Sparkly?
like for instance in this light, all this top, I've no idea what colour your top is, I haven't a clue. It's dark if you like. However, the spirit, like the reds are red, greens are green, the blues are blue. They're more vibrant in colour, if you like. So it's easy to spot at night time who's who. On a nice summer's day, not quite so easy. And I have been known to talk to people who, clearly, I was the only person to see.
Yeah.
Especially when you do it outside a pub. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, people think you're a bit special.
Someone did that at work the other day. On Friday, she went into a house.
She walked up, when she came up to the house, there was a person sitting at the stairs. And she walked up, and as she turned around to say hello, the veil just completely vanished in front of her. And so it happens to her quite frequently. So we all sit there going, oh, and then they were like, oh, we're going for a ghost hunt at the weekend.
What do you do for a job then?
Community nursing.
Oh right, yeah. No, it happens a lot to nurses. I've come across many of those that have seen stuff or felt stuff. Or I don't really want to touch my brain. I'll cut that out of the video. Checking they're still alive.
I do that often. Especially when he stops snoring. You think, God, is it still alive?
Has he stopped breathing? Yeah.
Does Patrick do anything?
Well, he can do. He may make a noise. The trouble is, he won't make a noise when we ask for it. He'll make a noise when he's ready to make a noise, which is pretty much like all spirit. They are not performing monkeys, if you like.
No.
They give into peer pressure.
Well, no, you can ask someone to do something. It doesn't mean they'll do it. It's like me saying, "Oh, come and do my ironing." I can probably guess your answer.
Don't do my own, anybody else's.
I don't do any ironing, as it turns out. I can smell something I couldn't smell a minute ago, though. Well, it shouldn't be gas. No, it smells chemical.
That's more like.
Nicholas did his powder in
Are you about it?
Yeah, two crazy movie corpses.
Fabulous.
It's like you, child.
Really love that baby.
Such a
He
nice
does
job.
it for the doctors.
He did,
He
yeah.
saves it up to
Thank you.
great
Yeah.
movie boxes.
As the kids tell me all the time.
Right. So I've got plenty more.
I'm joking. Oh, bring me right down. What can you smell?
It smells like photographic liquid. That's what it smells like. It smells like silver nitrate, which is unusual at best.
Do you ever get any weird smells?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you like, for instance, there's places we go to, not here necessarily, although upstairs you might, you can smell like floor wax, you know, or paraffin, things we don't use anymore. But yeah, quite often people smell paraffin in, well, what I call the main corridor between the lounge and what is now room 11 area, before the stairs, because that used to be the main, like, drag, main entrance sort of area. But yeah.
If you're going to move, Patrick, can you scratch me nails?
Is that what we do?
That's so weird. Keep all of that. My bugger who sleeps when you're at little mix.
Yeah, this is comfortable.
Can we move someone else's hands?
Do you get anyone that say that they felt a ghost has followed you home after?
No, never happens. Never happens because I ask all the
If
spirit
you
to
can,
stay
yeah.
here. No, I ask the spirit to stay here, not to follow you home. That's, what does that prove? Not only that, they probably wouldn't anyway. What's the point in following someone home if they can't see or talk to them, if you like?
We've got our own anyway.
Might be someone else that's attuned to them.
Well, yeah, no, there could be, but usually the spirits stay where they are, if you like. They don't follow people home randomly.
Not perky.
Sorry, it's my hand.
It's alright when you say.
Well,
It's his hand, not mine. He's
just think, it's not on video, so both of us are all right. Well, leave them alone. Cold on.
It's cold for you.
Feels cold. To be fair though, so does your chest. But Come on, Spirit. Try and do what I've been asking for 5 minutes. To bed.
Anything else that you want to touch?
That's not it.
So it's bones. You see, that shake doesn't feel like my
Oh.
shake. Yeah,
Have a
yeah.
hug.
Well,
Ish.
yeah, it's not really a hug, it's sort of a touch.
Try and get me in the full Nelson.
That's happened before. But can you feel the weight that's... I'm just hoping it doesn't go further south, possibly. Also, try and put all our hands back down where they started, please. Where?
That's my foot.
Is that normal or like for you? Or?
Not really.
Okay, we can let go now.